Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is a podcast. We were off for the holiday.
It wasn't a holiday.
What do you mean
It was a Wednesday?
The holiday week?
This is the holiday week.
Well, no, because like you know how like the basic bitches out there are just like
the basic bitches
are just like I'm gonna take my birthday week, and everyone's got a fucking birthday week.
Excuse me.
Now,
whoa, hang on.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is not a basic bitch.
Does she have Ugg boots?
No.
Does she like Starbucks?
Yeah.
Okay, well she's one for two.
It doesn't matter. I'll defend your honor, sweetie.
Okay, well, anyway, birthday weeks are dumb. Memorial Day is not.
No, it's not.
It's a very serious holiday.
Yes.
In which you're supposed to give thanks to the pilgrims.
Jesus! Wow! What? Oh my God!
Right?
Yes, that's exact. Please explain your understanding of Memorial Day and how nobody who already doesn't watch the show will
not want to watch the show.
Like they'll be like, "Oh, this seems cool. Two former guys used to wrestle, and check it. Oh no, fuck that! I ain't doing it."
Well, isn't it like I mean, obviously the pilgrims came.
You really not know what this is?
They sanded on Plymouth Rock.
They sanded Plymouth Rock.
No, they standed on Plymouth Rock, and then that became a national memorial. And then we honor all the statues.
I feel like this should be offensive. I feel like this should be offensive. I feel like we need to take more time off and reflect upon ourselves.
Not like the Confederate ones that like nobody likes anymore.
I don't.
But the other memorials that are erected in town squares.
So you assume that Memorial Day is just a day in which people go, they have a day off and they just go and look at memorials.
I mean, that's what I did.
What memorial did you look at?
There was one that was in this park. There was this big bridge, and it was dedicated to somebody.
Cheers. Good for you. You've cracked the code, my friend.
Nailed it. But anyway,
ooh, that's smooth.
You were a little busy last week.
God. I never knew that I could be so busy. It's just like one of those months, man. It's a oh shit! I thought I was doing bad.
Oh, it went up my nose. Stings.
It's just like there's been so much going on.
Yeah? It's been a busy spring?
It's been a busy... I didn't even get to see spring.
Oh, okay.
Basically. I feel like I went from winter to work to 90-degree weather, and I'm missing the winter.
You are a strange man. Because as hot as this is... As sweaty as I am,
you are glistening.
I'm glistening. I'm a little.
I was glistening. This is actually the 5th time I fixed my hair.
I'm a little ripe today
since I've got. I'm feeling a little ripe in the undercarriage too.
This is my 3rd shirt today.
I'm still rocking the same one.
Wow, that's gross.
Yeah, it's brother.
I mean, it's black. You can get away with it.
Just wait till the pants come off.
Oh well. I'm sorry, Christy.
Moist. It is just moist and redness. Just fucking
a lot of chafing.
It looks like a dog's tail.
And you thought my Memorial Day.
And we're back. I'm fucking fantastic. Feeling here today. Oh God, I need booze.
Straight whiskey. The man's drinking.
It's been a month. It's been a month. That's all I can say. It's been a month.
So did you get out and celebrate it all?
My birthday?
No, we're past that.
Memorial Day. No,
you didn't do anything.
I mean, we did stuff. Christy's parents are now back in town.
Oh, Perry's back.
Perry is back.
All right.
Mustacheless.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. Right?
That's weird.
I mean, the man still looks good, but I'm saying...
I swear he's had that mustache since the 70s.
You know what, though? So, my dad was a mustache man.
Okay. As was my dad too. For a while.
Known him pretty much my whole life, and
wait,
in being a firefighter, he kind of adhered to the mustache firefighter look. which just so you know, also just about every firefighter in the city of Syracuse looks the same. They're all a little taller, a little heavier, bald, mustache. They all look the same.
Right.
So years and years and years, my dad's always had this mustache.
Oh,
and then
fuck.
And then what?
Joe Rogan just went live with Kevin Smith. We're fucked.
We're fucked anyways. And so it's okay. This replays on YouTube. So like I've always seen him with a mustache, and then I remember one day thinking like, man, I've never seen him without a mustache.
Okay.
Cut to there was like a 1.5-year span where he didn't have a mustache.
Oh.
And I just never realized it.
Oh, you were watching TV that year?
I had gone upstairs, and then I didn't return for a 1.5 years later.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I came down in season 6.
Right on.
Yeah.
And did you hear that Andrew Lincoln's leaving The Walking Dead?
I heard that.
Yes.
Good for him. That show needs to fucking die already.
It sure does.
Like, not if you're a Walking Dead fan, hey, good for you, whatever. It's just, I don't know. Like, I stopped, I don't know, midway through season 5, whenever Beth got shot.
Oh, in the hospital.
Yeah, in the hospital. Yep. Spoilers for Beth getting shot. So and midway, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm good with it.
You're good.
I've been doing that with TV more and more. Everyone's like, oh, you got to watch this show, and I'm like, no,
I don't have the time.
And like that's kind of where I'm getting. Like I have the time to maybe watch one show now.
Yeah,
and the thing that I've really been enjoying is the half-hour shows.
Oh yeah, because when
you watch them on like Netflix or Hulu, they usually run like 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm I could knock one of these out for dinner and then just like go get ready for tomorrow, and then I'm like bedtime.
You know what I've really been into?
What
is YouTube vlogs?
Okay.
Because it'll be like somebody going somewhere interesting.
Wait, what?
And you get to see,
like, you watch somebody's day.
Yes, but like they'll be like, I'm going to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. I'm going to this place. I'm going to that place.
Why don't you just go to the Ripley's Believe It or Not
Because it's
Museum?
in California.
They got one in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I went there.
I went there too.
It was a little more expensive than the Wax Museum, so I went to the Wax Museum.
I've been to the that Wax Museum traumatized the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see it.
Yeah. There's a whole story about it.
Yeah, and then I went to
we'll tell you another time.
The Niagara Falls WWE store.
Yep, I've been there.
Which has all the fingerprints.
Is that still there?
I don't know if it's still there, but it had all.
I thought, if not, they should have closed all their locations.
Oh, of course.
You walk in and you're like, I'm not this much of a fan.
Well, not only that, but like, after that Fox deal, they can do whatever the fuck they want. But, you go by there, and they had, like, all the handprints in the concrete.
Yeah.
And they're either dead or no longer work there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's real depressing.
You got Andre's.
That's cool.
That's cool. I actually watched the Andre documentary the other night.
Oh, did you? The HBO?
It was good.
I didn't see it yet.
It's good. It's what you would expect. And it's one of those things where, like, if you know who Andre the Giant is, you know pretty much everything
you need to know.
You need to know that happens in the documentary, but it's still nice to watch.
Okay.
Because you go, oh yeah, he did that,
and
you go, oh, what a simpler time for professional wrestling.
So we're gonna get right into it here.
What are we getting into?
A little.
Oh, boom! Hot button issue. No, I didn't swallow my whistle. I just swatched them around in my mouth.
Yep. So you may have heard. You may have not heard.
I've heard a lot of things.
There is a major network television show that just got canceled after somewhat, I would say, positive reviews of the relaunch.
I thought you were going to say positive comments from the person who started the show. No. Yeah, it all kind of happened very quickly.
Very quickly, yes.
At least from my perspective, because I remember like waking up that morning, and I think I saw a news headline about the tweet.
And for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, Roseanne, the reboot,
is
canceled.
Roseanne, the reboot, has been canceled because Roseanne Barr tweeted out some racist ass shit.
Yep.
Straight up. And I remember seeing a headline about the tweet. I think it was like that morning because it happened overnight, apparently. I'm going to say it happened overnight.
Yesterday.
If you want to challenge me on it,
he'll fight you.
I will fucking fight you in the parking lot after I finish my whiskey. Yeah, so I want to say I saw the tweet about it that morning, and then I was like, oh, that doesn't interest me at all.
Right.
And then I saw like some comments on Twitter about
Which part? The Roseanne part or the racist part didn't interest you?
Well, I mean, the Roseanne part.
Oh, so you're interested in the racist
part?
No,
I'm not, like, the whole situation, because it's like, I try not to concern I'm just like, oh, it's another racist white lady, you know, ain't that America? So I was like,
gonna John Mellencamp for you.
Right, hey, man, cheers,
all right, yeah.
Cheers to the cougar.
All right, yeah.
So I just kind of pushed that aside and went on with my day, and then I saw some tweets later on. It was only like an hour or two later, and I was like, "Oh, this." I'm like, this ruffled some feathers." Okay, as I'm sure it would, but again,
yep.
not you just people are gonna deal with it. And then I like checked the news like 20 minutes later, and they were like canceled, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I got to look into this." This was a thing.
Follow up story.
Shit, she was fucking racist, and then she tried blaming it on ambient, like, because this was like sort of the tumbling of apologies and like the oh shit moment,
right?
Where first she was like, it was a joke in poor taste, and then she was like, well, I was up all night, sleep deprived, and on Ambien,
right?
And I'm like, okay, but like none of that makes you a racist. Like, I've been sleep deprived before.
Oh yeah,
I've said jokes in bad taste before.
Yeah, on this
show.
None
of them have. Are you just saying my jokes are bad?
In bad taste.
They just put a bad taste.
Well, listen, like my jokes.
Yeah,
are like
your jokes are
hold
the
on.
fucking beacon of
my
rays of
jokes
sunshine.
Are some nice fluffy French toast with
What's
some maple
Memorial
syrup.
Day again?
And then yours are like a bowl of Raisin Bran.
I like Raisin Bran.
Well, yeah, but if you got some French toast.
Yeah, but Raisin Bran, like, it's good in fiber, gets the system flowing,
well, listen,
pushes everything through.
You just eat the raisins and you move on with your day.
No, you gotta eat the bran flakes. That's where all the fiber's in. All the sugar is held within those raisins. And you gotta pick the raisins out. So I read the tweet and I was like, oh boy, yeah, that's you really can't say that stuff.
No, especially on a YouTube show.
Especially on a YouTube show. You are correct, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, like, so it got canceled, and she kind of did the spiraling thing of, well, it was joking bad taste, sleep deprived, the Ambien. People are like, motherfucker, none of that shit makes you racist. You're just racist in heart.
Right.
Or you're just dumb. I find it usually comes down to one of two things. You're either racist as fuck or just a dumb motherfucker.
Right.
They could go hand in hand.
They typically do.
A lot of times they typically do.
It's like one of those things like not all something or one thing, but everybody that's a something is a this.
Yeah.
And I didn't have an example ready.
Yeah.
All
not all dumbasses are racist,
but all racists are
dumbasses.
Not all butterflies are moths, but all moths are
butterflies.
Yeah.
That's your logic. It's just sound. Didn't you just take like an earth science class?
Yeah.
Where you like grew caterpillars and shit?
Well, first off, you can't grow a caterpillar.
Hey, if you can grow a baby, you can grow a caterpillar. Tell me I'm wrong. It's fucking science.
That's
Boom.
fair.
Neil deGrasse Tyson to your ass.
I got an A in that class.
No shit.
Yeah.
Good, high five. Good for you.
I'm a hard
higher
worker.
Education. Doing it right. That's what I'm talking about.
Memorial Day.
So where are we going with this Roseanne thing?
So here I mean, you covered it well.
Yes.
As to what happened. Now the big argument coming out is, well, God damn it, this is America. She's got the right to freedom of speech. Which
yes. Yes, you do. And unfortunately, as well, in America, you do, if you feel it in your heart, I guess, have a right to be racist.
You do.
I mean, it's frowned upon. Frowned upon by me.
Well, the thing is, she absolutely has the right to say what she said.
Correct.
Her employer absolutely has the right.
Has the right. Because I have heard the argument of, man, whatever happened to freedom of speech? And it's like, like those motherfuckers from the NFL you just trashed for a season and a half because they were kneeling to protest.
Right.
Doing that whole freedom of speech thing. Whatever.
Well, technically they weren't saying anything.
But protest is a form of speech.
Is it?
It is. Right to protest.
But that's not speech. You're not there's no verbal.
Sometimes Sometimes people speak with their actions.
While pharmaceutical treatments have side effects, racism is not known side effect of.
Do you want me to read it?
What the fuck she
I'm not
wrote
that
there.
drunk yet.
Medication. Ambien tweeted.
Ambien tweet. Oh, shit. Ambien getting in the mix.
All right. High five, Christy. Good shout out. There you go. So Ambien's like, listen, our shit's known to fuck you up.
Right.
But our shit ain't going to make you racist.
Correct. That's usually, this whiskey will fuck me up.
But it won't make you racist.
It won't make me racist, no
right.
matter how hard it tries. The answer to that question is no. You cannot get me there. Absolutely not.
All right, we're not going to test that theory.
Well, and to be fair, it's Canadian whiskey, so.
Oh, well then there you go.
If anything, it's just going to make me a nicer person,
and it's going to make you love hockey.
Yeah, I guess. Mm-hmm. I enjoy hockey. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so a lot of people were going like, but what about freedom of speech? And I'm like. Okay, as we said, yes, but she is on a network television show, which she is like the face of, and
her name is
literally the title. And the interesting thing about it is that was a hit show.
Yeah,
like in its heyday and when it returned, there was a big buzz about it. Mm-hmm. Granted, like the ratings might have declined a little bit, as the season went on, but nevertheless, like it was still like a powerhouse of a show. So that's the type of thing where if you're ABC, you can very easily go, just sweep it under the rug. No,
right?
No, it'll be gone. Like the quickness of the Twitter storms and the news cycles. In a week, people will be like, Roseanne, what? What did she say? I don't remember.
Right.
But now, they fucking were like, boom, nope, ain't having that shit.
Now, to not necessarily play devil's advocate, per se, but I have heard this thrown out there.
Right.
In today's age of the internet, like you had mentioned, is no one allowed to make a mistake anymore?
I believe that people are still allowed to make mistakes. However, shit like that, you should know better.
Correct. And I'm gonna throw out my 2 cents.
Okay.
Roll the snake eyes as whatever analogy you want to do this. Kids out there who are not listening to this show. But here's a nickel's worth of free advice, if I may quote somebody who said that. The Back to the Future principal.
Yep.
Skinner.
There
it is. Don't put your shit on the internet.
Just don't. I mean, if you like here's the thing.
From 2 assholes that are straight.
Right. Fuck us, right? It's one of those things where everybody really needs to have a flowchart. And
I like that.
When they have the thought, just simply go,
Get a notebook.
Draw some squares and some lines, a couple squiggles, arrows.
Now you talk.
And it's I'm getting you fucking hard up, aren't I?
Talking about notebooks.
Notebooks like spiral bound, college rule.
Yeah, some dividers.
120 pages. Oh my God. Oh shit. I'm getting hard. Okay, now I'm soft. But like just having a little flowchart that says, okay, here's where my thought goes. And then you just go, could this be perceived as racist? And I'm going to tell you what.
It's your racist notebook.
Basically, and I'm going to tell you what. If you have to ask the question, then the answer is 100% always going to be yes, it is racist. So don't say anything. Just don't. Just shut the fuck up. It's that simple. If you ever need to question whether or not something is racist, it's racist.
And here's a food for thought as well. Nobody gives a shit about you or your opinion.
Well, I mean, I think if you're a celebrity, people do. Well, if you're a celebrity, unless that person agrees with you,
right,
then it's stick to directing, stick to acting, stick
right.
to throwing the football around. But if they agree with you, it's like, we need more celebrities like this who speak their mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember when like a celebrity was like a mythical thing?
Yeah.
Like we need to get back to that.
Yeah.
Where like they can't be reached.
I feel like there still are some.
Remember when Nick Cage was somebody?
I think Nick Cage is still a person.
Well,
he's all over the place.
He needs
nowadays.
to pick better movies.
I feel like the only true mythical creature in the sphere of celebrities is still Bill Murray.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because he's the type of guy who's always in demand.
Yep.
People love him really for no reason.
Other than he's Bill Murray.
And yet he's still like this guy who only gives his cell phone number out to like one person. I still I like to envision he still uses the flip phone.
Yes.
And he's got like 3 phone numbers in it. Mm-hmm. And it's like Wes Anderson, his mom, and like, I mean, his mom might be dead, but could, you know.
At his age, yeah, it would be a pretty safe
Or maybe,
bet.
what if like all the Murrays are like immortal?
Oh, they're the vampires?
Like, oh my God, what if Bill Murray is a fucking vampire?
We're going to book a movie here. Hold on.
We're going to book a fucking movie. Bill Murray is a vampire. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's really been around for like thousands of years.
Right.
I mean, is there any argument that says he hasn't been? Is there a valid argument? I don't think there is one. As of this point in time, I've yet to hear one.
Okay.
So,
I mean, he did make Groundhog's Day.
He did make Groundhog's Day.
That happened forever.
He could be a Time Lord. He could be fucking Doctor Who. I mean, he could be fucking Doctor Who, too, for all we know.
Could you imagine Bill Murray as the Doctor?
As the Doctor?
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch that fucking show.
I mean, I don't either, but, you know, it's got fucking robots and shit.
Yeah, like, I put it, like, along there besides Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon among things I will never watch in my entire life. But
that's, like, the type of show for me where people are like, it's a great show, and I'm like, cool. I feel like I got the gist of it right there. Everything I need to know about Doctor Who is that it's great.
I'm very happy for you.
I'm invested, and my investment is now over. That is all.
Getting back to Roseanne, though.
Okay.
There's an uproar.
There is.
Besides the other uproar.
There's always an uproar.
But there's another uproar of, whoa.
Hey, Mike.
Wouldn't it be Social Justice Warrior if they kill her off the show and give Dan
Who's
the
saying
show?
that?
Like everybody.
People are saying that?
Yeah. Like have Dan marry her sister Jackie because she died. And then, because in the original show...
Dan died. And then they were just like, well, fuck it. We're going to forget that ever happened.
Right. So in the new show, Roseanne dies. And then Dan marries the sister, Jackie. And then they go off and continue the show.
It's just the Connors?
I guess so. Because, like, listen... As much as everybody wants to shove it down her fucking throat, like, yeah, you got your show canceled, she put a lot of fucking people out of work. If you really think about it, from the people that do the camera work, the lighting, who script the show, who write the show, the other actors on the show.
They'll all find other jobs.
Will they, though?
Yeah, most of them.
Listen, Tinseltown's tough.
Times are tough.
All over.
All over. You got your boss going out there throwing out racist shit. But no, like, that is the one unfortunate, it is an unfortunate aspect to this whole story, too, that, now all these people are without jobs. I'm sure a lot of them will be fine. Like, I don't think John Goodman's really
no.
hard up for cash.
But like, think about like all those people they brought back that haven't acted in fucking 20 years.
I think there's another Toy Story movie coming out.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Laurie Metcalf.
Sure.
She was in Toy Story.
Who was she?
The mom.
Oh, that's
sad. Shit got real.
That's real sad, man.
Just now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I didn't watch the show when it came back. I wouldn't watch that show now.
I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I watched the pilot. A lot of Trump jokes.
As to be expected.
And there's like a trans kid in there. And I looked at it and I said, you know what? This is not for me.
It's not for me. People told me it was good.
I'm happy for everyone involved. Well, not right now, but before when I first watched it. But I looked at it and I said, you know what? There are only so many hours in the day.
Yep.
And this is not for me.
I don't want to spend most of those hours with Roseanne.
That, you know what? That's a lesson to be learned.
That's a lesson to be learned. I would spend a couple hours with John Goodman, though.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He seems cool.
Yeah.
I'd hang out with him.
Yeah, go bowling.
Go bowling with him.
And I tell him I give a shit about the
I would just that popped me. I would just sit next to him and listen to him talk.
Okay.
About anything. Just like shit that was going on in the room.
Whoa.
And now I'm doing it.
God damn, we're fucking amateurs here. All right, well, enough, we're going to wrap up that topic. I have a little bit of a story to tell.
You have a story?
Over this past Memorial Day weekend.
The day you look at statues, according to you. The men who stare at statues.
Well, there's a reason I had to go stare at a fucking bridge. Was because of an event that took place a few days prior to Memorial Day. So, as you know, in my household, I am the working man, and the wife is the stay-at-home mom with the kid, right?
Oh boy, I want to leave. I already want to go.
It was
where are we going?
It was Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday.
I guess we're going.
The kid, the oldest one, became a brownie in the Girl Scouts
yes.
Monday on Memorial Day at said bridge.
Yeah, my mom texted me about that.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
She was like, "Hey, she's a brownie now," and I'm like, "What?" So just so you're aware, I get I get all your life updates from my mom.
Well, that's good because you don't text me.
Hey,
it's a busy man.
Busy guy. Got a lot going on.
So, in order to become a brownie,
right,
you need the brownie vest.
Okay.
With the patches.
Okay. How do you become a brownie?
You just age into it.
Oh, okay. So it's an agent thing.
Yeah.
But why do you need the vest and all that?
Because
that's just like official uniform?
Right. So like she was a daisy, which was a blue vest with a bunch of patches on it.
Okay.
Saying like troop number, there's the American flag, there's all this kind of stuff on it.
How do you go from daisy to brownie?
You age into it.
But we've established that. I'm just wondering about like the objects. You go from daisy to brownie.
Right.
I figured there'd be at least like another flower in between.
Yeah, listen, like I
don't know how it works.
I just know the Boy Scouts, like there's the Cub Scout.
Cub,
and then you become
it goes. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna make the joke. It was in bad taste.
All right, Roseanne. You got the Cub Scout.
Gonna leave it at that.
Then you become the Boy Scout, and then if you're really fucking weird, you become the Eagle Scout.
You're an Eagle Scout. That's when you're like
you've been in it way too long.
22.
Yeah, exactly, and you've got no life. So
your life is the Scouts.
I guess.
Yeah.
Find a new hobby.
Oh shit.
Anyway, I only made it to the Cub Scouts. So, with Girl Scouts, it goes Daisy,
Brownie,
junior,
junior,
and then I don't know what the fuck happens after that. I'm assuming senior.
Like corporal?
I guess. Somebody Google it. I don't know. But anyway, so she was going from Daisy to Brownie, right?
Right.
Transitioning. But you got to buy all this shit to do it, right?
Yeah, that's how they get you.
So on Memorial Day, she is what they call bridging. Which means
bridging the gap.
You cross the metaphorical bridge, and on the other side, you.
But there's an actual.
It's kind of like Passover.
I'm going to explain the holidays to you after this episode is done.
Okay.
But so she's crossing the metaphorical bridge,
right,
while doing it on an actual bridge.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
So, but like as the parent, like you've got to buy all this shit,
right,
for her to get like not the metaphorical vest, because it's a real fucking vest, costs a lot of money, but. Like, I remember when I was a kid,
right,
when I was bridging from Cub Scout to Boy Scout, my parents didn't buy the shit.
No.
Is
so that why you never made it to the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, because, like, I crossed, like, so it's like me and, like, 4 other boys that are going into Boy Scouts,
it's a metaphorical bridge. It's going to be a metaphorical vest. And
the best part was, like, we went, for my daughter, we went to, like, an actual park with a bridge. When I, like, quote-unquote bridged in Boy Scouts, like, we were at the VFW, and, like, somebody built, like put 2...
And they wonder why nobody gives a shit about the Boy Scouts.
2 fucking boards on a paint can or some shit to walk across the fucking bridge over to the other side, right? And I was the last one to go, and I'm watching, like, all the other kids, and they get up, they cross the fucking rickety bridge, and they get to the other side, and they get, like, their handbook and, like, their fucking scarf gimmick and whatever the fuck, and they're a Boy Scout, and, like, my parents didn't buy the shit.
Right.
So I get over the thing, and I'm like, well, where's my fucking shit? Because, like, I don't know that my parents have to buy this stuff.
Right.
Like, I just figure you get it as being part of the club. It's like when
that's like when you pay your dues.
You're in the Water Buffalo Lodge. You get the big fucking hat with the horns and shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, where's my shit? And they're like, oh. And, like, obviously, like, the leader was just like, well, your parents fucking blow, you didn't get the shit, And then, like, in the car ride home, my dad's just like, don't worry, we'll get to the stuff. And I'm like, listen, don't fucking bother. I'm already embarrassed.
Oh, my God. So that was the end of it right then and there?
That was the kidney stones of it. So, like...
That's a hard stone to pass.
Exactly. So, like, we had to buy the shit for my daughter.
Yeah.
And so Wednesday, okay... I'm working from home, and my wife's like, I'm going to go to the Girl Scout store.
Right. Wait. They have a Girl Scout store?
Not only do they have a Girl Scout store, so get this shit, right?
Wait, this exists?
There's a Girl Scout store that's open 4 days a week for 3 hours.
Where?
Like, by the high school.
I kind of envision it like when all the, like, cops and firefighters need to go get all their uniforms and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, they go to one place. Like, it's just like
like the Julio's or some shit,
Well, that place closed.
Well,
but there's like a uniform
metaphorically
shop. The metaphorical DeJulios. You know what we're talking about.
I guess. So this store is, like, open for, like, 3 hours on, like, a Tuesday afternoon or some fucking bullshit.
There's a window.
But anyway, so it's Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I give her my credit card.
Right.
And I said, all right, we'll go, you have to go get gas in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to go to, you have to go to the Girl Scout store to get the shit, right? So I give her the card, and she gets to the Girl Scout store, and she calls me.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm working, whatever the case may be. And she calls me, and she says, I think I dropped the card in the driveway. And I'm like, okay. So I go out, and sure enough, it's, like, just laying in the driveway.
Okay. All right. So, things could be worse.
Things could be worse. So, like, I pick up the card, and keep in mind, like, the Girl Scout store is, like, almost 20 minutes away.
Right.
So she drove 20 minutes, picked up everything she needed, realized she didn't have the card, had to put everything back, and then drive back home.
Hold it at the counter?
You would think, right? But they're kind of cunts there. So
I'm gonna move over here, folks.
So she drives all the way back.
That was a C-bomb.
And I was like, okay.
I don't want to catch flack for that.
Here's the card. Go get what you need, whatever the case may be. And at this point, she's like, well, I got to go get gas because I just drove 40 minutes.
Right.
20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. And I'm like, all right, go put 20 on the card for gas.
Right.
Because, holy fuck, do you believe gas prices these days?
It's Memorial Day week.
Fucking hell. So...
people got to drive out to them statues.
Luckily, I got Speedy Rewards, 10 cents off a gallon.
There you go.
Right?
Pro tip.
Fucking A. So she goes and gets the card, and she goes to the gas station. So she goes to the Speedway, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm working, and I get another phone call.
Oh, shit. Moving the table.
Oh, jeez. And I get a phone call, and then, she immediately hangs up before I can answer. And I'm like, well, that was weird.
Pocket dial.
And, I'm somebody who, thinks worst case scenario.
You do.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's just ingrained in me from... Oh, jeez. From birth. I don't know what it is. I'm always she called me. She hung up. Oh, my God, she's been taken.
Oh.
Where's Liam Neeson?
Where's Liam Neeson when you need him?
Right.
He's taken too.
And, she's got, the little one with her, too. So I'm like, okay, something happened. He choked on a Skittle. We're fucking... It's Code Red. Right?
Raise the terror alert.
Exactly. So I call her back, and I'm like, what's up? You called? And she's in a panic.
Oh?
She goes, I lost the credit card. And I'm like, yeah, no, it was in the driveway. She's like, no, I did it again. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, I went, and I got gas, and then I drove away, and I was halfway to the Girl Scout store when I realized I didn't have your card.
So it was still in the pump.
Right.
Oh, it was.
Well, theoretically, right?
Theoretically.
Because she drove back to the gas station.
Right.
No card.
Was it behind the counter?
So she asked the person behind the counter. No one turned in a card. And I was pretty calm about it. I was like, listen, don't worry. I'll cancel the card. We'll get a new card.
Yeah.
I'll check the account. Nobody made any purchases on it. We're good to go. It's fine. Just come back here. We'll figure it out. Right? So while she's frantic and I calm her down, I go online, I cancel the card. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna send me a new card in 4 to 6 business days, right? Mm-hmm. So she comes back home and she goes on this raging rant about how fucking people suck and no one can do the right thing. And she turned in somebody's wallet she found in Walmart, but nobody can turn into a fucking credit card.
Yeah, it's a shitty world we live in.
It's a shitty fucking world we live in, and everybody fucking blows.
Fuck those people.
Right.
Yeah, fuck them.
3 hours later.
Oh.
She finds the credit card in her pocket.
Okay. Go ahead.
After I had said, did you check your pockets?
Okay.
Now, normally, this is not a big deal. Mm-hmm. However, this is Memorial Day weekend. So... I had to go without a credit card for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, to when it came Tuesday. Mm-hmm. You know how many activities go on Memorial Day weekend that we could not participate in because we had no access to any fucking money because we had no credit card to deal with? Mm. So, and it was one of those things where she was like, hey, we should go do this. And I'd be like, how would you like me to pay for that?
Right.
and you know, it was almost kind of a good thing. I will say this in her defense, because it prevented me from spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
Over Memorial Day weekend.
Realistically, what would you have done? You would have just gone out, mm-hmm. bought a bunch of shit mm-hmm. that you didn't need, mm-hmm. go do a bunch of shit you don't need to do.
So the kicker of all this,
okay,
if I'm going to bring it back,
still going
full circle, right, is after she discovers my credit card in her pocket, which I've already canceled, which mm-hmm. is no good anymore to anybody, I go, okay, well, what are we going to do about the brownie Girl Scout thing? Because I don't want what happened to me to happen to her.
Right. Because
it will dissuade her from going back to the Girl Scouts. Mm-hmm. And she goes, well, I'll just put it on my credit card. And I'm like, yeah? And we couldn't do this from the beginning because
I feel uncomfortable. Guys, if you're watching, I feel very uncomfortable right now.
But it was one of those things where, like,
yeah? What was it like?
He is
Why don't you go ahead and tell us
profusely sweating.
It's hot down here. It's very hot down here.
And she goes, you know what? Next time you fuck up, I'm not going to let you live it down either. And I'm like, you know what?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you know what? That's fair.
I hope she doesn't.
Yeah?
I hope she just squashes you with it. And then I get to do the show with her.
Oh, yeah? You want to do the show with my wife?
Yeah.
Hey, Blakely, come on down. Come do the show. But, so yeah, that was my big story.
Yeah. That was the big lesson you went through.
Yeah, because, like, it was one of those things where it's like, oh, yeah, they got, there's a baseball game going on. We should go, there's a movie coming out. Oh, there's this, there's that, there's...
Yeah, you know what, though? I mean, oh, shit.
Christ.
I mean, we had shit going on all weekend. I mean, like, we had a wedding Saturday that we went to.
Oh, a wedding.
A wedding?
Open bar?
Sort of.
Sort of.
It was, like, open enough.
Wait.
I mean, how open do you really need a bar to get drunk?
Well, my wedding was an open bar.
Your wedding? Yeah, and look what happened.
I mean, that is very fair.
No, it was partially open. You know, certain beverages were not.
Oh, so it was like a beer and wine.
It was like beer and wine open bar, and then they had bottom shelf, middle shelf, top shelf for your boozes.
Okay.
I bought a top shelf, not realizing it, and thinking that it was like both mine and Christy's drink.
And
it was like $7. I was like, all right. I was damn. That's cheap.
That's affordable.
That's cheap for like for like a thing of Jameson and then a glass of wine. I'm like, damn, that's good. And Christy was like, that was just yours. I was like, fuck this. Drinking bottom shelf all night. Well,
which in the end,
good.
It all goes to the same place.
And that's what that's basically it. Because bro tip for you kids out there, cheap whiskey with ice on the rocks. People are like, don't do it on the rocks. It's actually, I think it's better because it keeps it nice and chill, and then when the ice melts, it waters down all that shitty taste. Mm-hmm. So,
well, let me
and it still does what it's meant to do.
Let me tell you a little something about Evan Williams, my friend.
Oh, brother, you don't need to tell me about Sir Williams. Him and I go way back.
That's how I learned to drink. Was on some fucking Evan Williams.
I bought Evan Williams one night in college because I was like, it's cheap and I want to get drunk. I bought like one of those pint size bottles or whatever. It was don't do that. I drank the whole bottle that night. Like I had it in my back pocket with me and just walked all over Oswego, and I don't remember pretty much how I got home.
Yeah, there was one night in particular that I remember that my friend he was like that friend that like did everything. So like if you needed something, he was the guy.
Oh yeah.
And he was like the no limits guy. And when the no limits guy, I really liked that cheap whiskey you had, and you wouldn't let me have any.
Well, so Christy was trying to mix, like wine, whiskey, all the stuff, and I was like, no. Plus, I really wanted to drink my whiskey.
Okay. The wife, and Christy may remember this, was putting shots of rum in champagne.
No.
And was like,
this
is amazing.
No.
And got fucking obliterated.
No.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm having a drink.
Well, you know what? God damn it, let her have a drink. It's even though it sounds disgusting, fuck it.
Fuck it ain't, right?
Fuck it ain't. So the wedding was a lot of fun. That was Saturday night, but then we were in Rochester Friday night for a concert.
Okay. What'd you see?
We saw Royal Blood open for Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay.
Thankfully, Josh Homme didn't kick anybody in the face this night, so that made things a lot less awkward. Interesting venue. Interesting place.
To be fair, the shots and the champagne was really good.
Okay. Was that Chris you was saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Interesting place because it's at the Dome Arena in Rochester, and I hadn't been there since they had renovated it.
Okay.
Because I remember going and watching shitty wrestling shows there.
Okay.
And it's actually kind of a cool venue. But
I think I saw Death Cab there.
You probably did.
Yeah.
It's got a big dome.
See,
hence the name.
Well,
Dome Arena.
I remember GPS took us to this church, and at this church, they were having a masquerade.
Okay.
So we're like, I think we're here.
It sounds like some indie music bullshit.
Right. So like, they're playing this weird,
right?
Because like the church was big, like it looked like an arena.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Like you could do a show in there, and like, so I walk up like with my tickets, and I open the door, and like this lady in a mask.
Oh.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here?
What's the password?
Pretty much, and I'm just like, hey, is there a concert?
Right.
And she's like, well, there's a band.
Good enough for me.
And I'm like,
interested enough.
Is the band happen to be
right
Death Cab for Cutie? And they're like, oh no, you want that place.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things.
Yeah. Well, the venue was kind of cool. It's, if you've been to the Westcott, it's slightly bigger than that on the floor, but then they have like balcony seating where it's just like all seats, almost like bleachers.
Yeah.
And then they've got a bunch of places like go grab concessions and stuff. And then they have lights all tied up in the dome. And it was a good show. I felt like I came to a conclusion about stuff.
Mm-hmm. You had an epiphany?
I had an epiphany.
Wow.
Kind of like a concert going epiphany.
Okay.
I'm sure you've been to enough concerts to consider yourself a concert goer.
Sure. I mean, back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day, yeah. I'm kind of sporadic. Like, I'll go to like a bunch of shows all in a cluster amount of time and then not go for a year. But I enjoy kind of being center stage, more up in the front.
Okay.
It's not always a plus for everybody.
Right.
Because it does get packed in down there. Mm-hmm. And you bump into a lot of people.
Right.
I also learned I am kind of over the whole cell phone thing. Like, hey, I'm there. I'm at this concert. Let me hold my phone up and take videos.
Oh, like video of a song or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Because,
sure.
And, like, I will typically do it. I try not to do it for, like, the whole song or anything. But, like, I'll find, like, because if I know the song, I'll wait for, like, a 20-second stretch. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, this is a great part of the song. Mm-hmm. Then I'll record that, put my phone away. So all the songs I did that with while Queens of the Stone Age were playing just sounded like straight shit.
Well, yeah.
It was just, like, crackly audio.
It's never good.
And I'm like,
unless you're plugged into the board, it's going to sound like shit.
And so we were like kind of front and center for Queens of the Stone. Well, like front, or kind of like center middle, you know. And then it was getting kind of tight, and we were like, let's move back a little bit. And then we moved back, and we were like, holy shit, you can see way better up here.
Oh, you had that epiphany.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, shit. And am I a back row person then now?
Because
like we had space, we could see. There's even this little like spot that we could stand on to make us a little bit higher. And we were like right by an exit and the merchandise. I was like, fuck. Shit, I might be a back row person.
I know that epiphany.
Yeah.
I know that. And shout out to Christy. She will know this concert that we went to. Coheed and Cambria's Never Ender Tour. Night 1, I was in the pit.
Oh, yeah?
Night 2, I was in the back of the fucking room.
Yeah, which one did you like more?
The back of the room.
Really?
So, and I have been the back of the room guy for every other concert since then.
It's tough because
I am too fucking old for this bullshit of pushing and losing a shoe and
you know what though? Somebody lost their shoe.
Fuck, everybody loses their fucking shoe. And
every concert, somebody loses a shoe.
I'm too fucking old for crowd surfing.
Yeah,
I never kicked in the fucking head and all this fucking bullshit. I wear earplugs to concerts. I don't give a fuck anymore.
You leave before the encore.
Listen, if Coheed's playing the final cut, I am out the door by the second note.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I'm beating the crowds. I am that guy.
Oh man. Well, because like I'm still kind of in the mindset of I like being up front because I really enjoy like feeding off that energy, and if it's a band I'm really into, like I'm like I get into it.
Sure.
Like I get really into it. Like sometimes a little bit too into it.
You got a young spirit there.
I do.
There, fellow.
Yeah. But like so we moved to the back. The only issue with
Christy wants to enjoy the band and the music and not get punched in the face.
Well, I mean that is fair.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could get punched in the face anywhere you stand. Because the guy
like in general in life?
In general and in life and at a concert, because here's the thing. When we moved to the back, like, okay, so I said I get into it when I'm like front and center,
right?
Like with a band I really enjoy. We were in the back. We were next to the merch stand.
Okay.
There was a guy who was really into it.
Okay.
And this is the back. And it got to the point where I was like, do I need to like tell this guy to fucking quit it?
Right.
Because he was just fucking like
brother. There's like a whole thing up there.
There's like people.
Go take care of your business.
Yeah, if you go over there if you want to do that. So, but that was like the one side effect.
You know, I only know one Queen of the Stone Age song.
Really?
Yeah, and that's only because of Rock Band.
Rock Band?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Go with the Flow.
Go with the Flow. It's a good.
Yeah.
They played that.
Did they?
It's what you would consider one of their hits.
Oh. I would have liked the hits.
Yeah.
I would have been a fan.
They pretty much played all the hits.
All 2 of them?
No, they have a lot of hits.
Do they?
They've been around for a while.
Are you sure?
They're a big touring band. Yeah. That's why they were playing the Rochester Dome Arena.
I was going to say Go with the Flow and No One Knows.
No One Knows. Little Sister.
What the fuck is that?
That was the hit off their second album. Yeah, they've got hits.
Are you sure?
They have a catalog, sir.
They're not the Foo Fighters.
But the Foo Fighters played with them.
Well, yeah,
Dave Grohl was in the band.
Well, I understand that, but they're not the Foo Fighters.
But how many hits do the Foo Fighters have?
Like
2?
27.
And name them. Name them all. Name all 27 hits. Let's see if we can do this.
Monkey Wrench. Learn to Fly.
Yep.
Times Like These. Yep. What's that? One of these things is not like the other. Pretender. Best to You.
I love that you did that because that's what the fucking song is. It's one of these things is not like the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see.
5.
Yeah, we're at 5 now. Everlong.
I was wondering if you're gonna get Everlong.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, Monkey Wrench is so good. It can
Monkey
be
Wrench
twice.
is twice. Yeah, the live version of Everlong.
Yeah.
The version of Monkey Wrench where he has the audience sing along with him.
Yeah.
The time he played Monkey Wrench when he had a broken foot.
Yeah, kudos to that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Although it was kind of funny. Well, not funny. So Royal Blood, the next night after we saw him, lead singer broke his foot.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he get that throne?
I don't know if he got a throne, but he said he's going to continue their tour dates.
Oh, good for him.
So I'm like, yeah. Because I also feel like Dave Grohl kind of fucked it for everybody. Because after he did that, if you're in a band, and I mean, so the guy from Royal Blood, he's lead singer, guitar and bass as well. Because it's a 2-person
guitar
band.
And bass?
Guitar and bass. He switches because it's a 2-person band, 2-guy band.
Okay.
If like you break a leg, you can't take time off.
Right.
You have to stick with it because that's what Dave Grohl did.
Right.
So
it's kind of like Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. Dave Grohl did it. But you can't be a pussy about it.
Right.
Finish your fucking tour, dude. You don't got to walk around to rock. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got time left? Are we done here?
We got 5 minutes.
We got
left
we have 5 minutes. That's
the show. I don't know
that's
how.
impossible.
You got anything else?
I did, but I don't have my computer with me. So
what's up with that?
Well, I had to leave it at work.
Why?
I had to leave it at work this time because I had work shit I needed to do with it.
So you don't have a personal computer?
I have a personal computer. However, it's more of a personal paperweight.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those computers.
Okay.
I don't have a personal computer anymore.
Okay.
Also,
you need to upgrade your shit.
I've been thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see the point right now.
Really?
That's not true.
I was gonna say because like not top of the line shit, but like I am compared to 2 years ago.
Right.
I am in such a more technological place than I used to be, and it's opened up so many doors for me.
Yeah, it really has.
Do that?
The downfall of my computer started my last semester in college, which was 2013. Ooh. So for the past I've been out of college 5 years.
Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw Kevin Graham have one of those moments. I had one of those moments when I realized that...
Oh, God, it's rough going down.
In less than a month, I'm going to be 30 years old.
You're going to be 30?
30 years old.
I'm only 29.
You young motherfucker.
I feel
you got your whole life.
I still got all that piss and vigor in me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I do got to pee, though.
I'm tired.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. I got home after work today, and I just laid on the couch, and I'm like, I'm good. Good where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technology. I could get a personal computer. Just gotta save.
Yeah.
I got a work computer. I get to take it home with me sometimes.
So if you had no student loans.
Oh, brother. Go ask.
How would your situation be different?
Well, according to my dad, I would buy a house.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't see how that would really apply right now.
Uh-huh.
How would my situation be different?
Yeah.
I'd have a personal computer. I could tell you that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be happier?
I don't. I'd be happier in the sense that I could be a little more frivolous with my money.
Okay.
And not have to worry so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I've just very recently gotten to a place where I don't worry about money as much as I used to.
Oh, that's good.
I only worry about money when I look at my bank account.
So as long as you don't actually look at your bank account?
Like today, because I gotten paid on Friday.
Right.
And I still had a lot of money saved up from my last paycheck. And then I was like, all right, I could put a little bit away this week. And then I checked my bank account today, and I was like, oh, no, I can't put anything away. Because just, bills, and then, you had the whole weekend previous, and there's wedding, and gas money.
So let me ask you this. As someone who has completed college,
yeah,
as someone who has 2 degrees.
3 degrees.
Someone who has 3 degrees.
2 bachelors, 1 master's.
Without student loans, we combined would have literal fuck ton of money.
I don't know if we would have a fuck ton of money. I know we would have a shit. What's more? I would say a fuck ton is more than a shitload.
I would agree. I would agree.
We would have a
because a load is less than a ton.
Yeah.
So
sometimes you can have a weak load.
It's true.
It's true.
I don't know what that's like. I've got 2 kids, but
touche, sir. Good for you. I would say we would have a damn decent amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there was like a student loan forgiveness, government.
There is, however, it only applies to students that graduated after me.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, like there have been like student loan forgiveness programs. So like my final semester was spring 2013. There are student loan forgiveness programs that start fall 2013.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you just pick up another semester?
It's 2018, man.
Right?
Can't do it.
Oh. Times are tough all over.
Times are tough.
So, would you say you are living paycheck to paycheck?
Paycheck to paycheck, no.
Okay.
However, a good chunk of my money is still going to. I kind of got to the point where, I stopped living paycheck to paycheck, but because of that, I upped my monthly payments on everything.
Okay.
So I'm paying like more on my student loans than I have to.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's one of those things. So I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, but there's like enough of a margin there to where like I have a little bit of a cushion each week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So,
that's good.
Yeah. So if I fall on my ass, I can be like, but wait, I got like $4, like maybe $5 on me. So
Yeah, well, if you fall, you can catch yourself with your 3 degrees.
I sure can. They do so much for me. So much.
So, okay.
School is worth it, kids. Go to school. Get all the degrees, and then you'll just be in debt for most of your life. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
We closing this thing?
Yeah, I think that does it. I think that about wraps it up there.
Oh, fuck, yeah, because I'm going to crack this open if we don't.
Yeah, so...
then I'm going to get ranty.
All right, we're going to play Flip Cup here in a second with shots. So if you want to hit us up about your life decisions, you can hit us up on Facebook at Brainwreck Show.
Brainwreck Show. Twitter. Instagram. Fucking Twitch. We're on Twitch. All Brainwreck Show. If you want to hit us up via email, it is brainwreckshow@gmail.com.
So for this week, I've been Jason Axe.
I am Kevin Graham.
And this has been your life lessons here on Brainwreck.